What's up everybody, welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH After show. Let's get into it, starting with Mr. Dante Falconeri, even though he was off screen. Now, last week I thought that he attempted to commit suicide, but it turns out he shot Peter instead. It was a little bit over dramatic for my taste, because Peter was fine. But when Maxie went to tell Lulu what happened, Lulu was super angry that Maxie went in there in the first place, which is stupid because she went to Sunny to ask him to track Dante down the same way. So it's just like, oh, it was so annoying to watch. And then anyway, at the end of the week, Lulu gets handed divorce papers from Dante, which, okay, first of all, she's at a park. How did the delivery man find her in a park? Soaps. Second of all, as much as I really don't like this current Lulu, I think it's super unfair for Lulu and Dante fans that they're getting this off-screen divorce. It is such a ripoff. It's not leaving Lulu in limbo anymore, I guess, but it's just stupid. Like, they could have easily recasted the character. There was still so much for him to do. Alright, up next, let's talk about Ava Jerome. Now, I think that this psychic storyline is a little bit silly, but I have to give Sibley, the psychic, props because she managed to channel Kiki and play her quite well. It was weird to watch. I could actually hear Kiki in her. It turns out that Kiki is not exactly at peace. I mean, she's still pretty pissed off at her mother for all the things that she did, which is granted, but you know, on soaps, and especially on this one, it's always shown the dead as like at peace no matter what. And that's not the case for Kiki, so it's a unique spin on the whole death thing. Probably the most interesting thing to take away from those scenes though is that Ava asked Sibley to reach Nikolas and Sibley could not do it. So I think they're laying the groundwork to bring Nikolas back, although Tyler Christopher made a tweet about Nikolas, and from my take on it, it doesn't seem like he got asked to come back. Whether or not that means that Nikolas is coming back or not, I don't know. Maybe they're going to recast him, it's hard to say, but I don't know. I just hope it doesn't take as long as this whole Shiloh storyline because it's been too long. And now let's talk about the Shiloh stuff because there's actually a lot to talk about. Shiloh made bail. Daisy helped him out. I am just so sick of it. He is like a disease that you cannot cure. He is still on here. I can't believe that Daisy bailed him out. Like, I thought that she'd leave too because she seemed kind of scared of him. And despite everyone, including his right-hand woman, Harmony, giving up on him, like, she's still hanging on. Oh, she must be so lost. Shiloh's favorite thing in a woman. Anyway, let's talk about Harmony for a second because I was full on laughing, clapping when she told Shiloh about himself. Dude, that was so badass. I have to give the actress props. I did not see that coming. Like, I knew that she'd probably be a bit, you know, angry at him, but the way that she played it, like, oh, brilliant. I freaking loved it. I loved it. Shiloh was so stunned that he was twitching, and I was just laughing hysterically. It was awesome.
I'm gonna testify. I'm gonna do more than testify. I'm gonna sing like a bird about all of it. Because I see you now for who you are. Hank, a pathetic little man. And your desperation reeks. You stay away from me, my daughter, and her son. Guard! I'm through here.
But yeah, everyone's pissed that Shiloh is back out again. I mean, the charges are pending and it's looking pretty, you know, pretty good in terms of him going to jail, but this is GH, so who knows. Shiloh actually runs into Jason and Drew in the floating rib, and of course they're not happy to see him. But what we did get from those scenes is a flashback of Shiloh and Drew back when they were, I guess, in the army together. And what was cool about it was that Steve Burton was playing Drew, which, you know, it kind of has to be that way. But yeah, if we get to see more of their history, it'll be, well, it'll be a bit too late because at this point, this storyline has taken so long that it, like, this should have happened a year ago when Shiloh first came to town, you know? Drew and Shiloh's history should have been the first thing that they covered with the storyline. I mean, especially when people started to figure out he's not a good man. It's just, like, why is it taking so long? Let's get to it. Okay, since we talked about Shiloh, let's quickly talk about Willow. She was in full-on celebratory mode. I mean, she had lots to be thankful for. Wiley is safe one way or the other, at least for now, for the time being, because until the charges are dealt with Shiloh, he cannot go and do anything when it comes to custody of that baby. Shiloh getting bailed out of jail for now is kind of irritating, but we did get some progress in terms of Willow's story with Nina. Now, Nina kind of put 2 and 2 together when she saw an article about Shiloh and Willow and the whole sex cult thing, and she felt pretty guilty because she realized that she was loud enough that Shiloh heard that Willow gave up her baby, and that crushed her, which surprised me. You know, I'm like, to see her that emotional about it and, you know, crying and just devastated for putting a child in harm's way, it made me respect Nina a little bit more again. Now, obviously those two are still going to clash. I don't know if they're actually going to make Nina her mother anymore, because it seems like I don't know, I just feel like Harmony might have said or hinted at something at some point, but she hasn't yet, you know? Unless there was a baby switch that even Harmony didn't know about, which is totally possible on GH. How do I know that? Because we've been watching this baby swap storyline for a year now, and nothing has happened. Nothing at all. Alright, let's quickly talk about Dr. Obrecht. Now, Franco and Liz were looking at their wedding reception photos and spotted a man in a selfie of Franco and Obrecht kind of lurking in the background, and it just seems stupid to me, because if you guys seen the photo, it kind of looks like someone could have easily just been walking around the corner, you know? And they're like making this concrete proof that someone might have pushed her deliberately, I guess. I mean, obviously the audience knows that someone did push her, but what a weak link. What a weak link. Brad also might have tried to kill Obrecht this week by sticking a needle in her, but we don't know for sure. The way they played it out, it could have just been a red herring. I don't know. Who do you guys think pushed her? People were kind of speculating that it might have been Nell or Ryan, but we did see this week that Ryan is still very much in Pentonville, and basically Jordan and Curtis went there to go talk to him, and Ryan kind of got into Jordan's head a little bit. She, you know, I think she figured out that possibly Curtis, you know, maneuvered things in such a way that made him give up his kidney. But man, Ryan is good at the head games. He was talking to Jordan and being like, you know, my blood is in yours now. You are tainted, blah, blah, blah. Ugh, he gives me the creeps. Those were kind of the highlights in terms of the major stories that happened this week. I mean, there was some stuff with Dev trying to steal a purse and Jason putting him in check, and, you know, other little storylines here and there. But there was a lot of fluff, like lightheartedness, and I know that some people don't like it, but I personally love it. It makes the couples and the characters a bit more real. You know, celebrating Aiden's birthday, Jordan like dancing in her apartment while Curtis watched on, like the nice scenes between Jason and Sam in their bedroom, like this, I love seeing it. It's summertime. And of course, I almost forgot Michael and Chase and Mac all playing softball outside in the real park. We didn't actually see the game happen, but we got to see those guys in those softball uniforms, and especially Chase and Mac. I mean, given that it's summertime and all the drama that we've had to sit through this year, it's nice to see the cast get to just have fun, you know? I'm liking it. I want to see more of it. By the way, I am so sorry that this video came out late. It's actually quite late in the evening that I'm shooting this, and I'm actually going to see The Lion King after this, so this probably won't be out till late tonight, if not the next morning. I'm going to try my best. But yeah, I think I got all the highlights, so if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I will catch you guys next time.